We want to thank everyone for joining us on the special Wednesday night live Zoom webinar. We are recording it so that we will post the recording on the next newsletter. So Jean, go ahead and introduce your guest and let us understand her expertise.
Okay, hi everybody. If you don't know who I am, I'm Jean LaValle, and I am team leader with Synergy Worldwide. And I also have a women's networking group that attracts some pretty amazing people, and Vanessa happens to be one. This summer we had a Success Saturday where we took an entire morning to learn about Facebook and Facebook Live and email marketing. So this is about a 3-hour presentation that I originally saw from Vanessa Cabrera, who's up on your screen right now. And Vanessa is a Facebook email marketing, social media expert. And she was kind enough to tell me that she would come on and do this webinar for Synergy Worldwide and for our exclusive Synergy family. So, Vanessa, I can't thank you enough for being here tonight. I do think that you're a rock star when it comes to social media. You definitely got me out of my comfort zone. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for inviting me, Jean and Dan. Okay, so I'm just going to jump in. So this is pretty much just like a basic overview of Facebook Live, but I combine it together with some strategies that you can incorporate using Facebook Live. So if anybody has any questions anytime, please go ahead and put them in the comment section. Dan is going to be my right-hand man and let me know if there are questions there. The last thing I want to do is confuse you. I want to actually educate you. So I love questions. The more, the better. And we can go from there. All right, so, and the other thing is, I forgot to ask you this, Dan and Jean, is that I normally provide this presentation to the attendees in a follow-up email because I get asked about that all the time. So if anyone wants it, I'd be happy to email them this information too. All right, so with that, let's get started. So just a very quick overview of who I am. My name is Vanessa Cabrera, and I'm an email marketing strategist and an online marketing consultant. And so what does that mean? That basically means that I help small businesses, solopreneurs, really understand how to grow their business together with email and social media. In my opinion, one just does not live without the other. And I'll explain why. I have been in email marketing since 2001. I'm totally dating myself, but it's the truth. And I have been a social media consultant now going on year 4. So that's basically me, and I consider myself a single mompreneur. That is my 3-year-old son, Mateo, and he is the reason I am as successful as I am because I cannot fail. Period. So I'm completely responsible for another human being, and that's why I'm as successful as I am. So that's me. That's who I am. And so with that, let's get started. Okay, so this is basically just an agenda of what I'm going to cover this evening. All right, so we're going to talk about what Facebook Live is, how to go live on Facebook, what to do before, during, and after your live streams. And this is where I'm really going to start talking about strategy. So strategy to actually build your business, okay? I'm going to show you some examples of some major popular live streams, just to give you an example of the power of Facebook Live. I'm going to dive into the different types of broadcasts that you can do. A lot of times my clients understand Facebook Live, they see the value in it, they understand it, but then they come to me and they say, what am I supposed to talk about? So these are just different ideas you can use for your broadcasts. How to repurpose your live streams. And finally, the benefits of going live on your business page versus your personal profile, which is super, super important to know. Okay? So with that, let's get started. Okay, so I'm sure you're wondering why the word email is up there. So if you remember anything that I'm going to teach you in this session, this is the one thing that I really want you to take away. So yes, you can build your business on social media, absolutely, on Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff. However, you need to have an email list. You need to still use email, and email is still the most cost-effective way to market to your industry. For every dollar that you invest in an email marketing program, your return on investment is $44. So she's still reigning queen, and this is why. Number one, you do not own your social media followers, okay? Meaning someone can stop following you on Facebook, stop following you on Twitter, disconnect from you from LinkedIn, and you will have no idea that they left, okay? And so then how are you supposed to communicate with them? That's number one. The second thing is that even though social media is an incredible way to grow your business, we have no control over these social media sites, okay? You do not own your Facebook business page. Mark Zuckerberg does, okay? So he can absolutely pull the plug at any given time. And if that's the only way you're communicating with your potential clients and customers, what are you going to do? Okay, so you cannot put all of your eggs in your social media basket. Okay, and lastly is that when you build an email list, you have complete control over that list. You own it. Nobody can touch it. No one can take it away from you. You have complete control over your messaging, so no one can pull the plug on how you communicate directly to your potential customers and current customers. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. So that's why email is still so vital. I would take an email address every day of the week and twice on Sunday versus someone following me on Facebook, because they can stop following me at any given time. Okay? All right, so let's get into it. Okay, Facebook Live. I'm all excited. I get very excited about this stuff. Jean knows how excited. Okay, so what is Facebook Live? So basically, instead of the good old days, which was only 24 months ago, 2 years ago, instead of recording a video on your phone and then posting it to Facebook, you are now able to go live. What does that mean? When I first heard it, and this is how I just keep it simple, is that I think of it as like the news, you know, live at 11 on channel 7, right? So anything can happen when you're completely live. So you can take your phone, go live on Facebook, and you can shoot whatever you want, and anyone who's watching will see what you're doing in real time. Okay, that's basically what Facebook Live is. So this is how you go live using your phone. So if you have the Facebook app on your phone and you're going to go on Facebook, like you're going to post something, you're going to post a video, you're going to post a picture, or you're just going to say something. Now in the drop-down menu where there's the option to post a video or post a picture, there's the option of going live. So you would click that option. You would add a description of what your live stream is going to be about. And then you'll see a countdown, a 3, 2, 1 countdown, and then you're live, okay? And I'll show you what this looks like. So, all right, so here you have it. You grab your phone, right? You go to Facebook. You go like you're going to post something. You go to the drop-down menu where you're going to choose to check in, things like that. And then you can see, I don't know if this is highlighting or not, but right here where it says live video, so you're going to click on that. This picture will come up, and this is where you'll put in the description of your live stream. So this one says, on a great hike today. You're going to click the go live button. You'll see a 3, 2, 1 countdown, and you will be live, okay? So that's how you do it from your phone. Now, in the beginning, that was the only way you'd be able to go live, was using your cell phone. I guess Mark, I talk about Mark Zuckerberg like I'm friends with him. It's hilarious. Like, we go way back. So, but I'm assuming Mark, Mr. Zuckerberg, wanted Facebook Live to be about everyone connecting together, right? Everyone connecting, showing them what they're up to, their lives. So that's why it was on the phone, so you could take Facebook with you. Finally, you are now able to go live from your computer. Now, this was really big news, especially for me, because we've been waiting for this. So let's say you're on your laptop or desktop. You go onto Facebook Live, and I gave you a screenshot of this, right? So you go onto your Facebook, and if you're going to post something, right here at the top right corner, it says live video, okay? And it's the same steps you would take on your phone, okay? So you would click that. You would add a description of the live stream, and you would then click go live, and you would see a countdown, 3, 2, 1, and the broadcast would begin from your laptop. So exciting. So awesome. Okay, so that just happened. And then more stuff happened. I actually had to update this presentation like 7 times in the past like 4 months because the technology is moving so fast. Okay, so in April of this year, you're now able to go live in Facebook groups, which you were never able to do. And you're now able to go live within Facebook events. So when you're on Facebook, you can create an event, right? Like you're having a networking event or whatever it is. You invite whoever you want to invite, and let's say not everybody is able to attend the event. You can go live within this event, and only the people that you invited to the event can see what's actually going on. So the ideas of using just that alone is astounding. Like I have a million ideas of how you can use this, right? So you can incorporate, you know, other people that aren't there and invite them in and all that good stuff. So this just rolled out in April. And I was just live in an event a couple weeks ago, and there was like 40 people that were watching that couldn't make the event. They were out of state or whatnot. So think of the possibilities that you could do just going live in your groups and just going live within an event.
So Vanessa, I've got a question then for you.
Yeah.
So if I posted an event and promoted an event on Facebook and I went to go live, typically when I do my Zoom platform, I'm using a PowerPoint presentation.
Okay.
So in a live Facebook event, how would I show the audience the information that I would show them in a normal Zoom platform on a PowerPoint presentation? Do I put that PowerPoint presentation on my computer and they can see it on the computer?
Yeah. Yeah. So exactly what we're doing right now, Dan, is, and I know this from Zoom because I have Zoom too, love Zoom. Now you can use Zoom to go live in Facebook, whether that's you're going live on your business page, that's if you're going live in a group, or in an event, I believe so. So you could basically go live and share your screen and actually do a webinar on Facebook Live using Zoom. It should be just like this because I looked into it, to be honest with you. I looked into it like 2 weeks ago. And it is an upgrade, and it's a lot of money, so I wasn't going to pay it, to be honest, but it does offer it for Zoom. So yes, you can essentially put an event together, invite people, and then go live using Zoom where you're able to share your desktop.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, pretty cool stuff. Okay. So I just wanted to touch points on the why you should be using Facebook Live, because there's some incredible stats that are coming with this new technology. Okay. So people spend 3 times longer watching live videos compared to videos that are pre-recorded, which makes sense because they're just curious. It's something new. And let's be honest, they want, anything can happen when you're live, which is what makes it so scary. But at the same time, it's what makes it so intriguing, right? Like you want to see, well, what is Jean talking about today? Or, where's Dan at today? Or what's going on in Barbados, right? With Doug, all that stuff, right? So that's why it gets so much more eyes on it, because people are just curious. But 3 times longer, they're watching it 3 times longer than pre-recorded videos. Users tend to comment on Facebook Live videos 10 times the rate of regular videos because you're able to interact with your viewers in real time. That's so crazy. So you can have a natural communication with anybody in the world live on Facebook. The live videos have a 135% greater organic reach than photos. And I'm going to get into why this is true. But basically, when Facebook started and the stats were coming in and, the big word engagement and all that good stuff. So if you would just post copy, when you were able to then post pictures got a better reach than copy, right? Then when you were able to upload videos, pre-recorded videos tend to get more engagement than pictures. Now that live streaming is in the mix, live streaming is now getting much more organic reach than pre-recorded videos. Okay, so in other words, Facebook loves it when you go live, and I'll explain that later on in the presentation. The number of videos showing up in people's news feeds has increased by 360% compared to just last year. That's a monster number. And so, again, the reason it's so high is because Facebook has an equation that's called the algorithm, okay? It basically is just a long equation that no one understands. I don't understand it myself. It doesn't matter if I understand or you understand, it's here to stay. But basically, what the Facebook algorithm is, it actually, the equation puts on your newsfeed, it determines what you're going to see on your newsfeed. So what you're going to see on your newsfeed, Dan, is different what Jean's going to see on her newsfeed, what's going to be different from what Doug is seeing on his newsfeed, and what's different from my newsfeed. So the algorithm actually determines what is going to be shown on your newsfeed. And again, Facebook is pushing live streaming really hard. So when they see a live streaming, they're like, oh, we want more people to see these live stream videos. So that's why you're seeing more and more live streams within the newsfeed.
Now,
okay.
Vanessa, I've got a question from Willa. So her question is,
Yeah.
what is organic reach?
Organic reach? Okay, so that's a great question. So organic reach is when you're able to reach people on Facebook naturally, okay, without paying. Okay, so say you're on Facebook on your business page and you're able to reach a number of people just on your own versus boosting a video, let's say, meaning that you'd have to pay to get more viewers to watch your videos.
Okay, so to make sure I understand that if I told my group that are following me that I was going to do a Facebook Live, that would be my organic audience. And then if they shared that with people that are like them on their Facebook page, they could also join that, and that would still be organic because I didn't pay anything for it, as opposed to paying $5 or whatever to boost it to people that don't necessarily follow me, but I would choose demographics that I would want to try and attract to what I was doing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Organic just means that you're able to get more people's eyes on your videos for free. So
Okay.
if you're getting high engagement, if people are commenting, if people are liking it, if they're sharing it, then their friends and family are able to see your live streams, your videos as well. So it's everything that you can do to not pay to advertise basically on Facebook. Mm-hmm. That's what it is. Okay. All right. So let's talk about what to do before you go live. So test, and test again. A lot of people don't even know that you can actually test before going live. They're like, well, Vanessa, I'm live. So how do I test going live? Well, this is how you do it. So let me go back to my phone. And so, okay, so here we're back with Lily, I think her name is. And so you see right here where the description says on a great hike. Underneath that, it's a little button and it says public, right? If you click on that, it's actually a drop-down menu. And you can select friends and family, and only me. So you can actually select who will see this video. Okay, normally you want to select public because you want as many people as possible to watch your live streams, right, in theory. But if you select only me and you go live, you're the only person who's able to see that live stream. Okay, so you would go live on your Facebook business page and go live, hit done, post it onto your page, and you're the only one that can see it. So that way you can see, is the lighting right? You know, do I have a strong signal? Were people able to hear me? You know, all that good stuff. So you're actually able to test going live before going live, which is pretty cool.
So you could even clap for yourself just to make sure that you had an audience response, right?
Yeah, you can do whatever you like, Dan. Yeah, you can be your own audience. You can be your own cheerleader. Absolutely. Yeah, you don't even want to see how goofy I've been on my testing live streams. Okay. The other thing you want to do is you want to tell people beforehand when you're going live. So I've had my clients say, well, Vanessa, I went live and I'm really happy I did it, right? I faced my fears because everyone is deathly afraid of going Facebook Live, and I completely understand it. But they said, but only 1 or 2 people, you know, came on with me. And so then I ask them, well, did you tell them that you were going live? Well, no. Okay, well, let's start there. That's like having a birthday party and you not sending out invitations and then expecting everyone to show up, right? So very simple. A way to get people to show up with you live is just to tell them ahead of time, hey guys, it's Vanessa Cabrera. I'm going live this Friday night where I'll be answering questions about email marketing or whatever it is. Okay. The other thing that you want to do is you want to, and I know this kind of sounds like common sense, but I actually put this in the presentation because I had to learn the hard way, and I don't want you to learn the hard way. So make sure you have a strong signal. I know this is not always possible, especially from your phone and if you're using somebody else's Wi-Fi, but make sure if you can that you have strong signal and that your phone is fully charged. I actually did go live and my phone died, and I'm supposed to be some social media expert. It was awesome. I'm like, okay, well, live and learn. And now that if you're able to go live from your laptop or your desktop, then if you can, I would highly recommend hardwiring your computer to your modem. So, I mean, that's the strongest signal any of us can get, right? Okay. If you're going to go live from your cell phone, I recommend that you get some sort of selfie stick or a cell phone tripod, that they're called, for stability purposes. So the first couple times I went live on my cell phone, I mean, I was a hot mess. I wish I still had them because I'm sure they're hilarious now, but I talk a lot with my hands, and so I was live, and it was all, and I'm sure, like, my viewers got motion sickness. Like, we're talking Blair Witch movie where you're like, I can't even like watch Vanessa anymore. So there are selfie sticks and tripod sticks that you can get, and these are just 2 of them I found on Amazon. These are like $6-8. There's others out there that are charging like $40, $50, $60 to do like a lot of fancy stuff. You don't need that, okay? You don't need it. $6-8. It's just a tripod. All you need it to do is hold your phone steady, and that's it, okay? So you want to use that for stability. And then lastly, you want to think about why you're going live, okay? So we're all in business, right? We're all trying to make money. There's got to be a plan. There's got to be a strategy in place. So before you go live, you have to really think about, what's the purpose of me going live? What's the reason? Okay, there's got to be a plan in place, because I guarantee if you don't really know why you're going live, your audience isn't going to know, and they're going to be confused. And that's and a confused audience is an audience that will not buy. That's just sales 101. I don't care if it's 2017 or 1916, you know, that's just sales 101. So you have to be very, very clear on why you're going live. What's the reason? Okay. Does that make sense? Hope so. Okay. All right. So let's talk about what you're going to do during your live streams. So first, you want to introduce yourself, right? Hi, I'm Vanessa Cabrera, and I'm an email strategist, blah, 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 right? Just introduce yourself. And then once you're starting to get viewers joining your live stream, and by the way, there is a delay with Facebook Live. So if you do go live and you don't have 100 million viewers within the first 2 seconds, don't panic, okay? It's just because it's on a delay. And it's very frustrating, but it is on a delay, so just bear that in mind when you're going live for the first time. But when you do have people starting to join your live stream and are actually watching you, make sure to say hi, welcome them. Say, hey, Dan, thanks so much for joining me live. Okay, I know this may sound, you know, like just 101 stuff, but just be kind, right? Just welcome them. They took the time to, you know, actually stop and watch your video, so the least you can do is welcome them and say hi. And everybody loves to hear their name. They do. Right? Everyone loves to hear the name. Yes, Dan.
So Vanessa, I would assume then on Facebook Live, similar to Zoom, when someone comes on, I see that they're identified by either their phone number or their name.
Yeah, so they're identified by their personal Facebook profile. So if you're live, Dan, you would then see Vanessa Cabrera is now watching you. You would see the full name come in. So yeah. Okay, so make sure you say hi, thank them, and say their names. One way to encourage interaction is by asking them questions. So if, you know, it's kind of crickets, if it's silent or you're not getting a lot of interaction, a really easy way to change that up is to say, you know, what's the #1 problem you're having with your online marketing strategy? Or, you know, what's one health issue that you're struggling with? Or, you know, what's one skin issue that you're dealing with? Something like that, okay? Or if you suffer from dry skin, comment dry skin. If you suffer from oily skin, comment oily skin, right? So it's just a really quick tip on how to get someone to start engaging with you. Okay, so you can ask them questions. Also, again, I had to learn this the hard way, but when you're answering people's questions, right, so say people are asking questions to you via Facebook Live, in the replay, because remember when you post this and when you're done, that video is going to stay on your Facebook wall, right? So there's going to be people that didn't catch you live, but they're going to watch the replay. So let's say people are starting to ask a question, make sure that you first say the question out loud and then answer it. Because if that person is watching the replay, they weren't there live, so they may not see the comment that came in with that question. So it'll be confusing to them. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Trust me, I did it many times, and when I watched the replay, I was kind of like, let's say I was at a salon, and all of a sudden I'm like, yes, from 3 to 5, Jean. Thanks for asking. There's a disconnect, right? So rather, you're going to say, thanks, Jean, so much for asking. Yes, Jean is asking, are you open on Mondays? And if so, what are your hours? Yes, Jean, we are open on Mondays from, 9 to 4. Normally, salons aren't open on Mondays, right? So make sure you repeat the question live and then answer it. Okay, so here's just a really quick shot of what it actually looks like to go live on the phone. So it is Good Morning America, cute puppies, right? You see all the comments, all the loves, all the emojis. Okay, so that's actually what a live stream looks like. Okay, the last thing I want to talk about of what to do during your live stream is you're going to need to have some sort of call to action. Not in every single live stream, but again, we're running a business. We're all trying to make money. You need to make sure you are talking to the people who are potential clients to let them know how to take the next step with you and your business, right? So that to me is how you connect the dot between social media and your email list, okay? You need to give them some sort of call to action where they can join your list somehow, okay? And so I just have a couple of examples to use. Now again, depending on the type of business and what makes sense for you, but this is just some ideas that I've had. So let's just say if you want to schedule a meeting, right? So hey, this is Jean. If you guys enjoyed this live stream or if you want more information, click on this link to schedule a call with me or to schedule a meeting with me. I'd love to, discuss these products further. Okay, something along those lines. If you're doing an event, another webinar, say, hey guys, it's Dan. I just want to let you guys know that we're doing our first Facebook Live Saturday webinar or Wednesday webinar. Click here to go to the Facebook event page, right? Etc. Maybe you have a special deal. So these are just all different ideas on what you can tell your viewers to do to take that next step with you and your business. So you just have to offer them a way basically to get on your email list. All right, so let's talk about what you can do after you go live. A lot of people say, okay, I'm done. I posted it. Yay, I'm all done. No, you are just getting started, my friend. Okay, so first you want to make sure that your live stream actually posted to your business page, group, or profile, right? There's been many times where I've gone live and that group completely, live stream completely disappeared. I think that actually happened, Jean, within the WeSource group or event or something. I was just in there introducing myself and getting them excited about an event that was coming up. And I don't know what happened, but it was, and then I was getting people messaging me, Vanessa, where I saw you, I could have swore I saw you were live somewhere, and I went back on, and sure enough, it wasn't on there, so I had to do it again. Okay, so just make sure that it posts wherever you're going live. Okay. So
Vanessa, I wanted to add to that really quick, just because ever since I took your week-long class, I've been trying to do live with the women's networking group, and I expect instantaneous stuff, so I think it's important to add too that sometimes it takes 3, 5, 7 minutes for it actually to show up on your feed, even though you hit post. Do you find that too or not?
After you're done going live?
Yes.
Yeah, depending on how long the live stream is. So if you're on for an hour or so. I mean, yeah, like a video, it's got a, what's the word I'm looking for? It's got a
render.
Yeah, it's got to render.
Yeah.
Just on YouTube, it's a period of time to render the video so that
it's got a process.
Right.
Okay. That's a simple word. You're fancy with rendering. It's got a process. So if it's a long video, yeah. But then, I mean, you pretty much know after like 20, 25 minutes or so if it's something's up, like something's wrong. So just make sure that it's posted. Okay, so after your live stream, the other thing that you can do is you can edit the live description. And again, I have to update this. I'll be honest with you. This presentation, the technology moves so fast. But this was before we could actually go live from our laptop. But you can go back and edit the live stream description to include your call to action link within your description. Obviously, it's a lot harder to do it on a phone, right, to put the link in your description on the phone. But to be honest with you, I'm going to take this out completely of this presentation, but to be honest with you, I'm not a fan of having links in the description of a live stream because to me, that just means you're pitching me already, okay? I get the strategy, I do them, but let me just see what the live stream is all about rather than like see the live stream and then see a link already. I hope that makes sense. So I'm actually going to take that out. So, but you can do that. Now, is what you can do is you can put the link, right, your call to action within the comment section and pin it. Now this is new. This is brand new. So you can pin it. So what does that mean is when you pin the comment of your call to action link, it's pinned to the top of the comments. So let's say by the end of your live stream, you may have 70 comments, okay? And your call to action is lost in all those comments. When you're live, you can post your call to action link and then click pin comment, and it'll be the first comment you see at the top of the entire thread of comments, okay? But you have to do that while you go live. I didn't know that. I put a link in one of my live streams, and I was going to go back and be like, oh, I forgot to pin it. Went back. You do not have the capability to pin any comment. You have to do it while you're live, okay? All right. The other thing is when you're done, you want to go back and like and comment and respond to anyone that commented on your live stream. And again, here's why. It's just the nice thing to do. It's like what I'm teaching my son, my 3-year-old, is just be kind, just be nice. Okay, that'll take you very, very far. And I know a lot of people may not think of it, but again, they took the time to view your live streams. You can definitely take the time to like every single comment. I don't care if it's 600. Go back and like every single comment when you have the time. And if you didn't have the time to answer every single question, go back and answer them, reply to that comment. So that's one reason, is just to be kind because we're all human. The other reason is because of the Facebook algorithm, and here's why. I keep saying that Facebook loves it when you go live, right? So gone are the days, unfortunately, when you had 1,000, let's say 1,000 people follow your Facebook business page, okay, and all 1,000 of them saw your post on a regular basis, okay? Those days are gone, unfortunately, okay? Now I think it's about 1-2% of your Facebook followers actually see your posts on a regular basis. And it's because of that algorithm, okay? That algorithm determines what you see on your newsfeed. Facebook loves it when you go Facebook Live, and it measures your live streams based on 3 things, okay? Number 1 is likes, number 2 is comments, and number 3 is shares, okay? So let's say you're live on your Facebook business page. You're getting a handful of likes and loves and laughs and thumbs ups and all that good stuff, right? On a scale from 1 to 10, Facebook thinks that's probably about a 3. They're like, okay, there's some engagement, right? Comments, that's probably anywhere between a 5 to 7. They're like, okay, she's getting high engagement, right? If you get shares, that's like the holy grail, okay? That Facebook's like, wow, she's hitting a nerve with something, and we want more people to see this. So, algorithm, let's make sure more people in the Facebook universe see this newsfeed. okay? So another reason why you want to go back after your live stream is done and comment on these questions and whatnot is because to continue a dialogue. So the more comments you have within the comment thread, the more the algorithm is going to like it and think there's like major engagement, okay? Does that make sense? Yes? Okay, because that's really huge, okay? All right. The other thing you guys want to do is save your videos, okay? So what I mean by save your videos is you can save your videos and repurpose them. So you can save your Facebook Live feeds and then save them and upload them to whatever video library tool that you're using. So that's YouTube, Wistia, Vimeo, you know, whatever tool that you want to use, okay? And then last is you want to go back and not only comment and like everyone's comments and try to keep up with engagement, especially the replays, right? The people who are watching the replay. Take a look at all the comments that you have, all the questions that you have, and take note. One of the things that I get asked all the time from my clients is, Vanessa, I don't know what to say, or I can't come up with any new content ideas, right? Content's a big word. This is the way I come up with my content is I completely just stop talking and I listen. Sometimes we just don't listen. We're so busy yapping is that we just don't listen to what our potentials are actually asking us, okay? So if you go back and you take a look at all these questions, that could be another live stream. That could be an email. That could be a blog. That could be whatever it is, okay? And you don't have to guess whether or not this content is going to be relevant to your viewers because they're asking you. They're asking you straight out about this product or this service or whatever it is, okay? So that's really important. That's one of the things I always do is go back to my live streams. If I'm struggling with content, you know, I'm like, oh, what am I supposed to email my list this week, right? What am I supposed to live stream about this week? I go back to my live streams. I'm like, let me see what people have been asking, and I'll take it from there, okay? All right, so I just wanted to show you guys some very successful live streams. You may have seen them.
Oh, yeah.
This giraffe cam, this poor giraffe. Oh my gosh. So this was, what was it? I actually did this presentation in, March in Boston, okay? And I think she had like a month to go or 3 weeks to go. Regardless, you could see she had over 100,000 views. She had 5,000 views while I took this screenshot. I was one of them. 5,000 emojis and nearly 700 shares, okay? Now knowing about the Facebook algorithm, do you see how this thing grew the way it did, right? So there's that one.
I know that one.
Chewbacca Mom, this was crazy. This, I mean, I still don't get it, but this was a mom who was super excited over a Chewbacca mask that she bought at Kohl's. That was pretty much the gist of the live stream, okay? Look at her numbers. It's astonishing. You know, she had, I don't even know what the final numbers are, but at this point she had over 100 million views. She had 3 million emojis. She had over 4 million shares. So do you think the algorithm liked this? Yes, the algorithm loved this. And so many comments, like, you can't even see all the comments, okay? So I wanted to put this on because to prove the point that you never know what's going to go viral. Never. If you would have told me a mom sitting in a car excited about a Chewbacca mask would have this many views, I'd be like, you're crazy. So you should try Facebook Live because you never know what's going to hit, right? And so this was actually the most viewed live stream on Facebook in 2016.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yep, Chewbacca Mom. The most viewed over the presidential campaign, okay, the election, like world news, you know. So yes, Chewbacca Mom. All right, so I just wanted to show you guys to see the possibilities of what a live stream can take because you know Candace never expected this from her life. From this, she was asked on Ellen. I think Star Wars, came to her. Like the world clearly came to her, opened up.
Yeah, yeah, so, no kidding.
Yeah, so you just never know where your live streams can take you, okay? It's the simple joys in life, she says. Okay. All right, so let's talk about the different types of broadcasts that you can do. Again, this goes back to content, and my clients say, well, Vanessa, what can I talk about, okay? And what I tell them is really, I try to keep things simple for my clients and for myself because the online world can be beyond overwhelming. But I would just say, and that just sounds cheesy, but it's so true, is to find your inspiration. When you're excited about something, it shows. You can't hide it, right? And people are attracted to that, right? So when you're excited about something, I guarantee you people are going to be interested in what you have to say, okay? No one is going to be attracted to a very boring, dull Facebook Live. Now, I'm not saying you have to be Susie Sunshine. That's not what I'm saying. Everyone has a different expression of what inspires them, but it's a very human, real connection that you can't BS. Okay, so if you can find that inspiration, that you're excited about something, then go with that.
Can I ask you a quick question? Yeah. So for the purpose of this group, how powerful do you think that testimonials of people who are really, really sick that got on the product and did some just kind of an interview type thing? How powerful do you think that could be?
I think you just answered your own question. I think it's a brilliant idea. I think that could be beyond powerful, and that's actually one of the broadcasts I was going to. See, you're always ahead of me, Jean. Jean's always like 2 slides ahead of me. But that's one of the things that you can do is like interviewing someone and testimonials and things like that, and let them speak upon the products themselves and let them do the talking. So yes, if it helped them in any shape or form, if they're super appreciative, that's what's going to come out, and that's what's going to connect it. So yeah, I love that idea. Totally love that idea for this group. All right, so let's dive into some of these things. So you can do a broadcast all about Q&As. It's a really, really easy, simple thing to do. So you can say, hey, I'm Jean from Synergy. I'm going live on Facebook on Thursday night where I'm going to talk about the new skincare line that's coming out. If you guys have any questions, I'll be on from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time where I'll answer any questions and go through the benefits, blah, 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 right? So that's one broadcast you could do. Conduct an interview. So you can conduct an interview for special guests, for people who have tried the products. And like I said, like I was going to say, like Jean said, is when you interview, that's okay. No, I loved it because I love that idea because it works. It's a great idea. It's a brilliant idea. When you interview your own customers, it's about you allowing them to tell your story. But really, when there's a strategy at play, they're really going to talk about how you helped them, how the product helped you, how the product helped them, things like that. So I've seen this done many a times, and I've done it just because I like to interview the women entrepreneurs that I've helped, but every single time it's always a testimony back to me or back to the product or how it helped them. It's just a natural thing, completely natural. So I love that idea for this group. So hot industry topics. Again, you guys are the experts in your field. You know this stuff better than anybody. So if there's any new news, that's what you're going to go out and share. I'm trying to be the expert when it comes to Facebook Live. So when there's new stuff, I think it's my responsibility to tell my viewers about it, to tell my followers about it. Okay, you all have access to that information. How-to videos. Those are super easy to do. Again, you guys are positioning yourselves as the expert in your field. So how-to videos, behind the scenes stuff. Anybody can do this in any industry, okay? Just keep it simple. But I love this because for the first time, you're able to share the behind the scenes stuff live. And even if this is your office, because this is my office, I work from home, okay? And I literally showed my clients my workspace. And they were asking me oh my God, there was a diaper, I think, when my son was 2. They're like, what diaper do you use? And blah, blah, blah. They're just so interested. And I think it's the feeling of that backstage pass, right? The VIP that we never are able to get that backstage pass. Well, now you can. Okay, so let your customers feel like a VIP, like they have backstage, like they have the into something that nobody else has. That make sense?
Absolutely. That sounds really cool. Every time I talk to you, I get so many crazy ideas. I'm like,
okay, write them down.
I know, I'm writing them down right now as we're talking. I'm like,
okay.
Oh my God, I gotta remember this, I gotta remember that.
Okay, good. Because write those down. Okay. And the bottom line is just to showcase what you do. Okay. And just be you. I know that sounds, easier said than done. And it is. It will take some time. It will take some practice. But, the more you let someone, the more you become more vulnerable and just more human, not like a salesperson or not anything like that. You're going to attract people who want to do business with you, right? People want to do business with other people who they like, who they trust, who they gel with, who they vibe with. And again, being you and being excited about this product or service, it's going to come out. And so that's when your potential clients are going to be attracted to you. It's the law of attraction. Right? I'm not talking anything else that I didn't think of this. I learned it. Okay. All right. So there's 3 benefits for going live from your business page versus your personal page. And this is something that I really, really wanted to stress and talk about because it's super important. So again, the Facebook algorithm loves it when you go live. So that's why you should do it from your business page rather than your personal page. In fact, if you try to conduct business on your personal page and you go live and, you say, click on this to register for my event or things like that, Mark Zuckerberg, my buddy Mark, we go way back.
He's so controlling.
I know, right? I know. He's so controlling. His idea, right, is not what he doesn't want to happen, and I get it. He doesn't want Facebook to become a billboard. I completely understand that and I completely respect that, which is why he created Facebook business pages, okay? If you start conducting live streams on your personal profile and are promoting your business, you can land in what is known as Facebook jail, okay, where Zuckerberg will shut down your profile. He will shut it down. And I've actually known a handful of people that this has happened to. And if this happens to you, good luck trying to contact Facebook. Okay, it's very difficult to contact anybody at Facebook, but they will shut you down. Now, they won't shut you down forever, but let's just say it's not a good look. So for this session, for this presentation, and for legal matters, I would not recommend that you go live on your personal profile to promote your business, okay, because you will land in Facebook jail. And the way you land in Facebook jail is someone has to basically tattletale on you to Facebook. And so let's say I'm doing a ton of live streams from my personal profile and Jean goes to Facebook and says, Vanessa's promoting her business on her personal profile. She's not supposed to do it and I don't want to hear about her business and yada, yada, yada. Okay? So that's how you land in Facebook jail. So you really want to do these live streams in a group, in an event, or your business page. The second thing is when you go live from your business page, you just have more options to use the video. So you're able to share the video. Okay, so you can share when you do a Facebook Live in a group, you are not able to share it outside of the group. Okay, when you do a Facebook Live on your business page, you can share it to your personal, you can share it to a group, things like that. The other thing that you can do is you can turn that live stream into an ad. Okay, and again, Facebook loves it when you go live. So you're already getting an organic reach with your live streams. Why not throw $5 at it, $10 at it to boost it and to get more people to view it? Okay. And as far as like retargeting is concerned, I don't want to get too deep into Facebook ads, but you can create a complete ad campaign and retarget it to people who have viewed your live streams. So if you want to target, you want an ad to be shown to people who have seen your live streams for 10 seconds or 30 seconds or 90 seconds. You can create a campaign and retarget that ad to be placed in front of people who have viewed your live streams for a specific amount of time. It is crazy how you can target these Facebook ads. Facebook knows us better than we know ourselves. It's kind of scary, the information that they have, but it's our fault because we're posting on it every 30 seconds, right? So those are the three benefits, and the posting, going live on your personal profile versus going live on your business page. Those are the three big differences. Okay. All right. So next, let's talk about repurposing your live stream. So like I said, people just post to Facebook. They just post their live streams and they're like, oh, I'm done. You're missing out on reaching more people. And so again, what you want to do is you want to save these Facebook Lives, upload them to YouTube, and that way you can tweet about it. You can post it to LinkedIn, Pinterest, all these other social media channels that you have. And on top of that, you can then send a video email out, okay? Because remember, not everybody on your email list is following you on Facebook. And not everybody on Facebook is on your email list. So this is the way that you can cover both and reach a wider audience. And just like I said that live streams are getting much bigger engagement, it's the same with email, okay? You can take a regular email and turn it into a video email. And I guarantee you're going to get an increase in your open rates and you're going to get an increase in your click-through rates, okay? When I first sent out my first Facebook Live video email, my open rate, normally open rates in general with email is anywhere between 18 to 23%. I know that sounds low, but that's the average. So I normally get anywhere between 30 and 40%. When I sent out my first Facebook Live video email, my open rate was over 60%. I have never gotten that, and I'm a professional email marketing strategist, okay? It's very hard to get those kind of numbers because people are curious. They're so curious. So repurpose those videos. Just because it's up to Facebook, don't let it just sit on Facebook, okay? Use other mediums to share.
Can you tell us just a little bit how you have to download that from Facebook in order to put it into an email? Is it embedded, or is it then they have to have an email or a Facebook account in order to go and view it?
Yeah, so another reason you want to go live from your Facebook business page is that it's very easy to download the video and then upload it to YouTube, okay? You can Google it, it's pretty easy to do. When you go live in a group, and when you go live, I think, from an event, and when you go live from your personal profile, it's not that simple. It's not like you can just click and it says save video. It's like a couple of steps. And the only reason I know how to do it is because I have a colleague who's a professional video strategist, and so she figured out how to do it. So, so I would suggest going on your Facebook Live, on your Facebook business page, Google how to save videos from your Facebook business page, and you'll find a way to do it. It's a lot easier to do it. Okay, so just some simple takeaways. Again, I know I like to reiterate this, but it's really important for you guys to know that Facebook loves it when you go Facebook Live. That's why so many people are getting such incredible views. I mean, I've had a person, she just went live for the first time, and she's like, oh my gosh, I had 60 views in like 2 hours. They're like, how's that possible? I'm like, because Facebook likes it when you go live. Okay, it's not a joke. I know a lot of people are scared of going live. I was scared. I still get scared before going live. I still get scared before doing these webinars. And I'm a national speaker. I speak in front of people and I get nervous. So I completely understand. It's like public speaking, right? It's the second most scariest thing next to death or something.
Well, can I say something really quick about Vanessa to everybody who's on the call? That I did do the week-long Facebook Live class with Vanessa. And for me, Vanessa, it was so much easier knowing that just my little class was going to see me. Yeah. And it wasn't going to be so scary that I'm doing a Facebook Live and everybody in the world is going to see me, and I hope I don't say something stupid. Or it was really, again, to get back to the authenticity of who you are and your message and your passion, but also feeling like like in my case, it's like, do I sound intelligent? Am I stringing my words together correctly? You know, you don't want to have a bad impression either. But I will always go back to that week of just safe postings, because it really was an eye-opener for me.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. And the thing is, I kept running into this over and over and over again. All my clients were like, I get it, but I'm scared. I get it, but I'm scared. And I'm like, you know what? That's it. I'm creating this challenge and you're going to go live, but just within my group. I will help you along the way. And you saw the transition from day 1 to day 5. It was incredible. It blew me away. So to reiterate, a lot of people are scared, but here's the thing. You don't have to be perfect. Okay, you don't have to be perfect in live streams. In fact, it's the imperfections within going live that is connecting people. That is what is connecting us. I ummed my way through my first Facebook Live. I dropped my phone. I lost power. I mean, you name it, I've done it. I made a complete fool out of myself, but you keep going, you know, and I think that's why I was attracting so many people, because they're like, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know, but I'm figuring it out because I knew there was something there, right? So you don't have to be perfect. It's free right now. Again, I'm not best friends with Mark Zuckerberg, nor am I saying that I have a crystal ball. But what I do know is this. If you would have told me 7 years ago that I now have 2,500 people who liked my Facebook business page, if you would have told me that the 2,500 people that actually liked my business page all on their own are now not able to see my posts, I would have been like, what do you mean you're crazy? That's the whole point. So you never know. That's the thing about social media. Again, we're at the mercy of the rules and regulations, and live streaming is taking off in such a way that you just don't know, but it's free now. So why not take advantage of it, right? Okay. Then have fun. Again, everyone likes to be invited to fun, so have fun with it. And then there's 2 other new features. Again, I just had to update this presentation because it's just taking off. So you can now go live audio only, which is really, really cool. So what does that mean? So basically that means that you are live, but you cannot see me. You can hear me. Okay, so it's kind of like think of it as a podcast.
Right,
think of it as, yeah.
Just to like jump in here really quick, because that was my favorite from the week that we did.
I loved it.
Just being able to hear my voice and my message, but not having to worry about how I looked or whether I was holding the camera still or what the angle was or anything like that. To be able to sit down and have my message out there, it really, and it's a kind of cool little, voice thing.
Yeah.
While you're talking, that it reminds me of a radio show, and I think that could be super powerful too, especially for anybody who doesn't really want to be on camera. Yeah,
I mean, if we have enough time, I can show you. I actually have it up because I have so many people asking me. But yeah, it's like think of it as a podcast. Think of it as a radio station where you see the little lines. So you don't see anything. You just hear the voice. So awesome. So it's another option if you're not camera ready. I'm a single mom. I don't always have time. There's days I don't even shower. I'm just being honest. But I want to connect with my group. I have some sort of message. I have some sort of event. And I just don't have time to get all sexy. That's okay. This is another option where you could just go live via video. Love it. Love it. And then the other thing that you could do is you can now go live split screen with another person. Now, I have attempted to do this many times. And darn it, I'm going to do it. I don't know how, but it's still a little wonky. So if you have an iPhone, Facebook favors iPhones. And so any single time there's an update to Facebook, like being able to go split screen live from your phone, iPhones were able to do it before Androids, and I have an Android. So I saw it happening. I reached out to that person. I'm like, how are you doing this? And so basically what you do is the same concept. You go live from your phone, just like I showed you in the beginning of this session. And when someone is viewing you, so say, Dan, you're one of my viewers on my live streams, I invite you to go live with me, and then it's literally like a split screen, just like we are now, okay, but using our phones. So apparently you can do this with Androids. I've tried 3 or 4 times. It's just not working for me yet, but I'm getting very, very close. But you can go live with another person, which is super, super exciting. Okay. Okay, and then to finish off, like I said, if anyone, Dan or Jean, I don't know if you were able to do this or not, but I have a checklist that this seminar was basically created out of. It's a checklist of what to do before, during, and after your Facebook Lives. I covered most of it here, but there's much more information in there. And I also have another PDF, which I put together, which is 16 ways on how to market your business via Facebook Live. So if anyone watching this is interested in that, I'd be happy to give this to you in an email. And that's pretty much it.
And Vanessa, when I go to send out the recording, would you like me to include your email address so that if people are interested that are not on the live Zoom tonight but watch the recording, they can contact you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's totally fine. Mm-hmm.
So what's your email address?
I would say her email address, and I would say also her Facebook page too, right, Vanessa?
Yeah, sure. I mean, whatever. Let's just do it, the email address. Just keep it simple. So if they want to contact me for this presentation plus the 2 bonuses. So my email is Vanessa, Vanessa, at Vanessa hyphen Cabrera, CAB as in boy, RERA.com.
Okay. All right.
No, the only reason I bring up the Facebook page is I just, Vanessa and I met pretty much by accident. She works at the Small Business Association. Their pretty much entrepreneurial educational piece is closely related to a networking group that I work with. And somebody recommended her to me, and I called her, and we connected right away, and was just so impressed with how much she knows. That's why I laugh sometimes when people are like, oh, Jean, will you do a webinar on Facebook? I'm like, yeah, sure I will. Do you want me to get somebody in here who really knows something? I can tell you how to sign in, but beyond that, it's
oh, you know more, a little bit more than that.
But it's just so complicated, and to have to follow all the algorithms and follow all the new things that your buddy Mark, is always.
I know.
Yeah, but if you got a Russian connection, you can get in Facebook a lot faster.
What's that connection? I want to know him.
The government's going to find out soon.
Anyway, so I want to thank you again so much for coming. I can't thank you enough. And to everybody who's on the webinar, if you really want to have a little bit of real Facebook help, Vanessa is the gal to connect with, and I know she's really always very passionate about helping business owners with their Facebook and their social media. She focused mostly on Facebook tonight, but you guys, she's the real deal right here. So I'm so thankful for you coming and talking to everybody, and now you got a connection in Barbados, so you can't go wrong.
I got 2. That's a sign. That's a sign. We're going. That's it.
Great.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate your time, and
thank you,
I
Vanessa.
hope it was worth your time.
Yep,
thank you very much.
All right. Have a great night, everybody.
Bye.
Good night now.
Bye.
Thanks for sharing, Vanessa.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.